All right, now this right here is an extremely important test that needs to be done. It always has to be done. Anytime we develop any kind of product, especially involving black technology, this is one of the most important tests that need to be done because this will back the product's 100% capabilities, and it gives it the reassurance that someone's not going to come in and try to challenge the product by saying that, hey, look, we can do the same thing, it matches this, it matches that, and so forth. This is the reason why we have people who make claims that they can duplicate or make our products, and they'll put some kind of mess together on camera, and there won't be any test or anything attached to it, basically proving that that's supposed to be a same duplicate as our products. So again, as I showed you with the dedicated black Cinemax, that technology, what I told you, can knock out certified. It's designed to knock out certified. Much more advanced than gray products and white screens. But anyway, let's get back to this. So this is going to be a physical glass projection screen that we are working on. It's not going to be a screen pane that people inquired us asking me, is it going to be a screen pane? It's not going to be a screen pane. This is strictly going to be a projection screen. We have two of them which we're going to be designing. One is going to be a customized plastic or fiberglass, or where we figure we're going to design it out of. And the other one is going to be a more of a high-end screen, which is going to be made out of glass. And these things are going to be gorgeous. I'm actually getting one for myself. As I said before, I can't wait till this project is done so I can get a few of these for myself. But anyway, I'm going to have mine for everybody else. I designed it, so just, yeah, that's going to be it. So right now we're running the Fire Stick. We got the PS4 running on the TV over here. And then over here we have on the glass a black surface, and that paint we're using is called Dynasty Black by Home Depot. We use that in a lot of our demonstrations due to the fact that someone made accusations that that is how our products are made. Basically, it's just Dynasty Black paint, that's all it is. But anyway, this is why we use the black on black. My projector settings, so you can see that we don't have the projector up. Oh, not even going to see it that well because we have the fabric. I guess we can see it through the fabric. It's pretty dark. We have it at eco mode right there. And then we have it for our brightness. Let me go down here. Brightness. Go to the picture. Make sure we're not beefing up the brightness on our projector to do this. We have our brightness at 2 and contrast is at 13. So we're under factory settings. I see when people do demonstrations on fabric and they said, look, any fabric can do the same thing as a black screen. Other technology, no. This color is coming up. It's dirty. It's very dirty. It's supposed to be clean, not supposed to be dirty. And that's right there is basic house paint. As I explained before, any surface can see a contrast level of black surface. The issue is, can it see white light? That is the problem you're going to have. And if you can't read white light, then guess what else you can't read? You can't read color. All right, so I'm going to pull up a couple of demonstrations on this one. I got the Fire Stick, it's a lot more easier for me to use. Let's see, let's go with, and keep in mind, the white level you're seeing here, this is 50%. This is not even at its full stage right now. When we get done at 100, man, this thing is going to be absolutely insane. Let's go with 4K snow screensavers. So let's see, this will pick up some snow screensavers for this. This is how high the white level was. Well, actually, this technology right here at 50%. At 100%, if we sold it, just the formula itself, it would be considered to be called a Cinemax Black Mist. That's exactly what was on the website. That's why I'm glad we pulled it off the website, because we didn't realize what we had until I saw a front projection on. I was like, gee whiz, this can't be on the site. So that's why it was pulled off the site. All of them were pulled. Certain ones were pulled off the site because they have certain capabilities that need to be explored. So this is 50%. We consider it 100% if we sold it in a formula. If we're going to be applying it to a screen and making it a physical screen, because there's other applications we can add to it to advance it, then it's at 50. So right now this is at 50 because it's not even done yet. We're going to add in element 77. Element 77 is 4 to 5 different forms of applications. So it's not like we spray it one time. There is a multi-coat application to get it to do exactly what it's designed to do. Let me see. Let's go bring up the beautiful cottage. And as you can see, massive difference between house paint and basically any kind of like fabric. Now what I will be showing you is 50% of what the technology is at. At 100%, we won't be showing that off. I'm going to keep certain things quiet until we get ready to launch it. This will be coming out in 2024. So, you know, this is just to, when we see people want to imitate the glass, they'll get some glass, they'll put some black paint on it, say, look, we did the exact same thing. No, it involves tests. You have to be to show testing to show that you have the exact same thing. But we know people are desperate. I'll use my tape. I was looking for this. Yeah, it's just an order today. There we go. But I'm pretty sure somebody already took glass, put black paint, go, look, it's the same thing. No, yeah. You have to be able to transfer light, and you have to be able to absorb sunlight in order to have that technology. That technology can absorb sunlight. And on top of that, our products are the way they're tested, and no one's matching them. Just like a dedicated black Cinemax, yeah, we have people try to make that at the end of the day. A dedicated black Cinemax can knock a certify out. It can almost turn it to a white sheet of paper. Gunmetals, on the other hand, against gray paints, gray screen paint can't take on the gunmetal. Virtually impossible. It's a very superior screen. So yeah, without those tests, yeah, I can come up there and say we're going to It's not really any tests around grays at the end of the day. Gray paints, what tests would I be running? Honestly, there's nothing. We can't put them against certified, or certifieds will dominate. We can put it against a white screen, but there isn't really much of a difference, to tell you the truth. You have to be in the dark most of the time because both of them will wash out, so that would become a problem. Can't use it with venues. Venues use too many high amount of lumens, so you have a chance of screen washing out even fat, and there's no test you can run any of them. That's it. It's just designed to be a quick fix anyway. All right, so there's our white levels. Let's get something else on here too. Let's get oh, nice white doggies over here. So there's not really any tests that you can run off of gray paint. Now you see how high those white levels are popping? This is at 50%, projector sitting in eco mode, and we are at brightness 2 with a contrast of only 13. We're under factory settings. This is why when we get products, and we're not doing that because I don't have time for that. This stuff is going to be versus TVs anyway. But when we get products down here to put them against our products, two options pop up. Either they fail or they cancel out. That's what happens. Two things that happen. They fail or cancel out. This, yeah, there's no certified that'll be to touch it. And mind you, we got the dedicated black Cinemax, a gunmetal couldn't touch that screen. So yeah, against this, no way in the world. Look what it does. It doesn't even come anywhere close to black. And this is what I'm talking about when you do demonstrations when people do this gray versus gray, and you have to show a massive difference. You can't show little hiccups and bumps and all that stuff. That doesn't put a smile on an investor's face. to be able to show a massive difference, that puts a smile on an investor's face. This is what they want to see. See how we have the TV sitting right next to it? See how bright it is next to a TV? And see at the same time it's overpowering a flat black surfaces on a projector that's running on an eco mode at 2%. That's how powerful this technology is at 50%. At 100%, this thing's going to be designed to take out an OLED easily. We're going to get it. We're definitely going to get it. Let's show you some colors here. Oh, we got blue down here, right? Let's go pull blue. Let's see how blue pops. This is why I explained to you. One of the problems that people run into, look at the blue on our screen, look at the blue on the screen. One of the problems that people run into when you're making a gray mix and a taste, I know because we've been through it ourselves. If you make it too dark, your white levels will suffer dramatically. If you make it too light, your contrast levels will suffer dramatically. There is no in between. It doesn't even exist. It's a sacrifice. It's one or the other. And it's not like one or the other where it's not that bad. It's like catastrophic, where basically you're going to see massive difference between change. It's not good. So pretty much a gray screen has to stay in the category of a lighter gray. It's the only way it'll function. But if you make them darker, it doesn't work well at all, period. Now, we were able to achieve it with a D4K, D5K, and D6K. This is where Diamond contacted us because we actually matched their screen in a demonstration. Technology we have now, is way beyond Diamond technology. Unless they get a black screen, then that would be interesting to find. But other than that, no, our screens are black. Let's get another color in here. Let's get a slow color changer. Let's do a slow color change. Look, we even produce better than black and white movies. Because again, you have to be to pick up a white level, which is very important. Oh, we do a black and white movie on here. A black and white movie. So as you can see, our color is pulling. The other screen's coming up too dark. This is why when you have people tell you that, hey, you can do the same thing with black fabric, no, you can't. We've done black fabric to death. I've done about just about everything in black fabric. As a matter of fact, Walmart's not too far from here. They got some black fabric in there I can play around with on this screen today too also. Well, no, you can't do the same thing. The problem with the black surface is everyday black surface can't read white light. It doesn't have the capability. My projector is 4,000 lumens. It can't read it. There we go. Change your colors. Oh, yeah, what's going on over here? That's way too loud. That's a little better. Skyworth food demonstration.
It's time to hit refresh, to be buttoned up, to feel your best and look it by using.
That's pretty good. Now, some people understand if your screen, well, that's kind of interesting. Oversaturation of contrast levels. That's our word. We have made that up. Well, not made it up. It's actually true. A screen can actually be generating too high of a contrast level, and therefore the white levels do not produce. You see that a lot. This is why testing is extremely important when it comes to black technology. You have to have these tests before you ever sell a product, because you don't know how the screen's going to react. And you have to run dozens and dozens of tests. Later on, I'll be doing a test, or tomorrow I've done too many today. I still got to do a floor demonstration. But we're going to do 1,000 lumens. It's going to basically produce a high white level as it's designed to do. You're bumping my projector behind me. This is why for us to do testing on black surfaces, pointless. Certified, pointless. For this technology, it's pointless. We really don't even have the dedicated black Cinemaxes. We don't even have to do testing and certified. We already know the screen's going to be the certified. It's black. Gray screen's not going to compete with it. We already know that from the door. It's just not. White screen doesn't have a chance. This technology, there's nothing we can test it against. We don't have anything to test against except for another TV. That's it. That's what we're engineering it for anyway, to be to compete with the TV. But this is just to show you that I'm not getting on camera just talking nonsense. If I tell you that this technology can generate a white level literally so high that basically, as you can see, there's nothing competing with it at all. No fabric, no surface, nothing black. It won't be to generate that white level next to this technology. And mind you, my projector sits in eco mode with a brightness of 2, and it still generates. We did a demonstration, we dropped the projector down all into 0, and that thing picked up an image from side to side. That's how I knew it was something crazy about the screen, with a chemical recoding to it. Now I think we'll probably show a processing video. Basically, that's it. It's not going to show you what it is, whatever. It's going to show you probably like a light application that's needed to basically design the screen. This is not going to be a one code application, so you know that from the door. An Element 77 is multiple different versions of products that combined into one. It's not a fusion system. It's just basically on how it's applied, on how it works together. So we'll show a difference of a non-fused and a fused screen. So you can see the difference. You have to be to back all that up because you can't be talking stuff at the end of the day to an investor or to someone who's going to basically invest in your company. You have to be to back up everything you have on a specification sheet. It has to be there. Lying through your teeth ain't gonna work. Let's see. Let's get some LG snowboarding demonstration. So as before, we got black fabric. This is used for movie theater projection screens on this side over here. And over here we have Dynasty black paint, or Dynasty black. We use Dynasty black in all our demonstrations now because there was a certain YouTuber that claimed that this is how our products were made. So we say, you know what, we're just using all our demonstrations for fun. All right, doing some white levels. Now, sizes that this screen is going to come in, as I said before, we're going to have 100 inch. I'm thinking about an 80 inch. Maybe an 80 inch would be nice. We're doing 80, 70, sorry, 80, 100, 120, 150 inch, which I'm getting. And 235.1, we'll have it at ranging from sizes at, I think 113 is a 235.1 and 138 in those sizes. 158, they do make them in 158 too, but I haven't decided if we're going to go that far yet. We're going to have another version which is going to be plastic, and this is going to be a custom molded plastic, which means this is going to be plastic molded down into sheets. Can't tell you what's going to happen. It's going to be a special kind of fiberglass that we're going to be using, but we can't tell you too much about that. And then it's going to have a 5-code application with Element 77 embedded into it. So basically, what we have coming in 2024 are going to be no screen paints. This will be all physical projection screens. This is where we're going to make the Sugar Plum Fairy and the Leviathan will be both front and rear gaming screens. Okay. Let's get, let's see. Let's grab this one here. This is another thing too, and I watch other screens that are so-called supposed to be black screens. I can tell when your colors are off. Definitely can see it. Oh, by the way, these are all our stuff is ultra short though compatible. Everything we design is ultra short, bro. I don't see why it wouldn't be. Let's see.
Native deodorant and body spray is made with only 6 clean ingredients that fight odor-causing bacteria.
TV and side by side. Let's see. Where's next? TLC 4K demonstrations. Let me go to 4K Snow Cottage. Screensaver. Oh, it did bring it out. 4K Snow Cottage. Screensaver. So at eco mode, brightness 2, and 50% of the technology being done, it can maintain right next to a TV and still overpower black paint and fabric at the exact same time. The reason why a gray screen, a white screen, or even gunmetal will never be on this level, because you have to be to receive a 100% black level. That's what that TV over there can pick up. It doesn't have to be an OLED to see 100% black. Any TV can see 100% black. OLEDs just pick up a darker black level, that's all. So a gray screen can't achieve that.
Sometimes when things go away, they never come back. Like me. But when we come together, we can bring back anything. Even the land we rely on.
Skyworth food demonstration. Let's go for the long one. Skyworth food demonstration. Let's back up a little bit here. There we go. Like I said, our technology we have now is already untouchable. What we have coming out in 2024, it's going to vary everything. It's going to change everything. That's the whole purpose. To bring out something that no one else has and to change the industry. What screen is going to compete with us right now? They can't even compete with the technology we have now. You see, we do the gunmetal technology. So how are you going to compete with this? At 50%, it's not even hitting 100 yet. At 100, this thing will dominate every single thing on the market. It is light years ahead of itself already. And we're using a $270 720p projector to do the demonstration. Everybody else has to spend the money for high and expensive projectors to make the screen look good. Calibrate, dark environments. We don't have that issue. Ultra short, though fully compatible, and this technology can go outside. Because they can absorb sunlight, which means it has one of the most advanced ambient light rejection technologies embedded into it. Now, I would not take the glass outside, but the new plastic ones we're developing, yeah, you can take those outside. So yeah, this screen can easily go for $20,000 for about 100 inches. Easily, because there's no screen out there that can physically match the technology. And that's why the investors and the partners are going to lock this thing down. But we're not doing up 20,000. That's insane. I wouldn't even pay that at the end of the day. That's craziness. We're going to make it so everybody can afford it. So that way, we can say to a certified screen in the day, not only is our products far more advanced than yours, but everybody can afford it. You don't have to have deep pockets to afford this. Now, in this projector we're using, and we're picking up an image like this, can you imagine it being hit with a 4K projector, 1080p projector, 8K projector, which I'm going to run an 8K through it. Those of you sitting out there with them expensive P2 projectors, sitting in the dark, I've seen you on YouTube. Time to get out of the dark. Should have been out here a long time ago. And that contrast level, you will be turning it off, by the way. You don't need it. When the investors saw this technology, the first thing they said, oh, this company is going to come after you. Come, bring it. You know what my CEO is? My boss is at the end of the day? It's God. Knock yourself out. Let's see how far you get. You won't get that far. Trust me. They ever try every single thing in the book. I've seen it all. But our technology is protected by God. So anyone who's ever tried to go against our product has failed. It's been there for 12 years. No one's ever been able to duplicate or make my product. They've tried, but they've all failed. I've even had companies try to reverse engineer my technology. You can't take something that never was meant to be yours. Can't steal blessings from a person. You can't take it. It's not yours. I love how people think at the end of the day that they can take something that God gives to another man. You can't take what God gives to another man. Only God can take it. Besides, who cares about the other company? What's most importantly, that we get a technology, match a TV, customers can afford it at the end of the day, and you don't have to worry about going into forum sites and drooling over something that you can never ever possess. You can have it. I love it. I love it. I love it. People, my friends might say, man, you're going to be freaking crazy rich. It ain't about being rich at the end of the day. It's not about that. People understand the whole purpose of it all. It's not about that. It's about the ability to be able to develop something that other people can be able to utilize without it costing them an arm and a leg. How many times you've been to a forum site and seen something crazy expensive that you know darn well at the end of the day that you will never be able to possess? It always goes to, I wish. If I go win the lottery, I can have it. Forget this, I can have it. Forget that, I can have it. It ain't going to be about that no more. It's going to be about you can have it. TVs get more and more expensive every single day. You're walking through a Best Buy and look how much a TV costs now. It's crazy expensive what TV costs. It's outrageous. Now you don't have to go through that anymore. That's the whole purpose, people. I'm getting 150 inch of the glass, yes, in my new home. And I'm going to be purchasing a 235. I want a 235 in glass. I gotta have one of those. And I'm going to have a plastic design version of it too. It's not plastic. It's going to be something interesting, but I can't talk about that. That is definitely blacked out. We can't even tell you what it is. We know the surface is not going to be something that you can get at a Home Depot and Lowe's. It's going to be a custom engineered surface, nothing made by scratch because that's virtually impossible. And yeah, that's definitely virtually impossible, but something different, something altered. That's what it's going to be. And then the Element 77 is a multi-application process. This is not going to be done with the Wagner 250 or none of that. I have to bring in a special certified paint sprayer. Someone who basically, you know, you've seen them on the ones that, well, we need a certain machine to do it. Because this application can't be put on that way at all, period. And I need a professional to do this at the end of the day. So we need to hire some painters. Guys that paint cars, that kind of work. We need people like that. I'm gonna have a nice program. If you come in for a job for a company and basically you're not certified, we will send you to school so you can get your certification. I believe in that at the end of the day. Because then even if you don't work for me, even if you later on in time you decide you want to do something else, you're certified. Our company will pay for it. I always believe in giving a person an option to do something better and to make more in life. And if our company can basically bring someone on the street, train them, certify them, and then maybe down in time you may want to do something else, you may want to leave the company, at least you got your certification. I'm not one of those people at the end of the day who get upset over that. No, I want to see you. If you found something bigger and better you want to explore, go out and get it. Oh, This is going to be fantastic. We're going to have, I'm going to have a gamer starter kit, which I want to do. Gamer starter kit with projectors, speakers, all that. High-end gaming screens. We're going to do those with the unicorn, sorry, not the unicorn, the sugar plum. We may make a unicorn screen. I haven't thought about that yet, but that's actually a good idea. We actually thought about that at one point, and then we may still do it. But anyway, with the sugar plum berry and the Leviathan, which they're going to be doing, the paint cans are going to be insane. I cannot wait to get those done. All right, 50%. It's looking nicely, but still, we can do better. Right. I think we're gonna get sugar plum berry jerseys, jackets, hoodies, all that stuff, fitteds, glasses, ink pens. We're gonna have a whole bunch of merch, a whole bunch of crazy merch and stuff. Most of the stuff come free. The boxing's gonna be different, and we're doing the boxing different with our emblems and labels and stuff all over the boxes. It's gonna be insane looking. All screens will come with certification, which means I have a certificate of certification, which was certified technology and all that cool stuff. Okay, let's see. And of course, we want to pick up a lot of investors to be the first ones on board with this technology. I had a guy come in here, was spraying out the building. He couldn't come and do any work in here because of the respiratory and all. But I showed him the screen, and he was staring at that thing. Looks just like a freaking TV. I said, yeah, it's crazy. And he said, you have investors? First thing that popped out of his mouth. You have investors. I said, well, we don't know about all that yet. So I have to wait till we partnership with these people that are going to be working with us with this. Then they'll basically put out, when we're going to be ready for investors. Because anytime any company puts out something insane, the first thing that pops in your head, oh God, that's going to be freaking expensive. Well, I can look at it and like it, but I can't have it. And everybody has to go through that crap. You tired of that? And that's at the end of the day, I am. I would love to be able to say, hey, I can afford a Bugatti. Well, who cares about that anyway? But anyway, like I said, this is where we want to put it in the mindset where people can look at that, oh, shoot, I can afford that. There you go. That's what we want. Now, to the rich, it's like, I'll take 8 of those. It's not saying against anybody who's rich at the end of the day, but you just have a bigger field of buying what you want. And everyday Joe really doesn't have that option. 4K demonstrations. Let's see. You just want to make it so the everyday Joe can have a screen, a nice screen. You have any idea what gaming is going to look like on this application? Now, the gaming on this is going to be pretty sick. The gaming screens we're developing, oh my goodness, if you even knew what was going into those things, it's going to be absolutely beautiful. You will cry at your screen, I guarantee you. These things are going to be so highly concentrated, it's not even going to be funny. Because mind you, when we're developing a physical screen, it's a little different than making a screen paint. Physical screens, we can put on multiple applications of different forms of formulas to get the screen to react differently. We can't do that with the screen paint. We literally can't come into your house and go, can't do that. So we can really, really do some crazy stuff to a screen. So you hardcore gamers out there, even if your software doesn't make a difference in the day, this is going to make your stuff look amazing. Got a PS4? It doesn't make a difference. It's going to make it look amazing. Got the PS5, gaming with it, it's going to make it look freaking amazing. Well, I think we need to break these down to smaller sizes. I had an interesting conversation with a PC gamer, and he explained to me why PC gamers use smaller screens. So we may basically make those in smaller screens also too, to accommodate them also too. We're definitely going to do simulators, because I told you about a friend of mine that I met when I was doing the installments over there, doing the charity work over there, volunteer work over there. I met a IT guy. This guy's brain is like koosh, like really smart, intelligent dude. And we talked about building gaming simulators, and he was talking about how you have to use this, code and you have to use something to basically for the controllers and basically for how the system functions and reacts, or whatever, that's a word for what they call it. But anyway, that's what he was talking about. And this guy was really on point with a lot of the stuff. And I said, man, I would love to have you from the company. This would be fantastic. We get this rare technology coming out for gaming. We can put these 4K projectors behind the back of them, and we can just push an image right through, and we can have the whole chair hydraulic and move. Personally, I want one of those because I'm a big fan of mech games and flight simulators, of course, driving too. So this would be nice to have something like that. So I can't explain to you how. I got another guy who's a professional welder. I can't explain to you how the chair is going to be made, but it is going to be pretty sick and affordable. Like I said, everything we're making is going to be affordable for customers. Oh, let's get some skin tones in here on our black surfaces versus our products here. One of the things you can do with the screen, you can't do with a TV. Well, not taking, you take TVs outside, but yeah, TV outside is very expensive. Well, actually, there's a restaurant a little farther in town. They have about 3 of these TVs outside, and they're not cheap. These things are really, really crazy expensive. Right? These are weatherproof TVs, so they're very expensive. But this technology, yeah, it can be embedded outside. As a matter of fact, we were showing them, and they were saying as soon as we get this up and going, bring one in. Because you know how much money they would save. You can have these outside. And then showing the demonstration of the screen absorbing sunlight, TVs can't even absorb sunlight. They have the anti-glare on them, that's basically about it. So this would be nice to have it at sports bars, just about every place you could think of. You can have these things at hospitals, schools, everywhere. No, we're still going to have the paints. The paint share, we're definitely going to have them. Why not? Dedicated black Cinemax is the last one we're making. We're not making anything else after that. That's it. That's the final. And after what I showed you yesterday, today, I'll give ours as a certified. Yeah, it'll take a $5,000 certified. It'll turn it nearly to a white sheet of paper. It is our last and one. We're not designing any more screen paint. That's it. We have that, and we have the 3D. We've had that before, the 3D paint for ceilings and for floors. The reason why that was bought in because the mist was supposed to do that job, but the mist was pulled because now it's being turned into a physical screen. And it's going to be upgraded. It's not going to be the mist anymore when we get done with it. So under the screen paint, it would be finished. It's a finished product. Under what we need to do with it for a physical projection screen, it'll be at 50%. Because we can make it far better than this, because we can do different applications than what we can do with basically paint or screen paint. White screen. Wow, the white screen, get a commercial. Can we get a white screen? There we go. So, what you're seeing here at 50%. Projector sitting in eco mode, brightness at 2%. This is a 50% white level. By the time it maxes out at 100, it'll be way over this. This is just the beginning stage of it. I'll show you again so that way we're clarified. This is my settings of my projector right now. Brightness is at 2, 13 is contrast right there. Let's go show you the projector is sitting in eco mode right now. And this is going to save a ton, especially those of you who have those ultra short throw projectors. And you want to have your screen react like a TV. And you're going to be able to do that. We could do that with our technology now. I was in the room, what, yesterday? $60 projector, NEC at a 140-inch screen. I can do that in a fully lit environment with ease. Eco mode. All right, there we go. All right, people, I'm gonna skedaddle. I'm trying to think of what else. Well, I gotta do something off camera. There's something else that has to be done. I got paperwork and stuff that has to be finished up. Later on, I'll be back in because I have to do some demonstrations on the floor projection screen that was recoded with our Black Series Edition 3D. And I may do a demonstration off the ceiling because that's coded in that anyway. So we brought that product back because the mist has been permanently removed because it's going to be upgraded. Let's show you without the black stuff we have all over our screen. Let's remove this off. So, black paint, projection screen fabric. Oh, I might do some gaming off this screen right here. My TV, this is mine was called my TV projection screen. Adobe 4K demonstrations. Demonstration I was supposed to do yesterday. There's some sound in here for this too. Let's see what we got on this right here. There's one that I wanted to see on here. I didn't get a chance to see it yet. There it is. That's what I wanted to see. Oh, sorry about that. Then about the menu here for a minute. There we go. Let me go back on that again. Hit that. Push back a little bit farther. I don't like to be sitting on top of the screen. I hate it. Hey, tell me about a blanket like that. Ah! Taco got his own screen paint and probably soon physical projection screen. It's sort of like a giant paw print. Yeah, this is going to be for some other cool stuff we're going to be doing with Taco's product. As I said before, Taco's screen paint is going to be used for donating all proceeds to the SPCA and for other animals and stuff like that to help them out. When I'm blessed to get my 7 acres, I'm going to adopt me a couple more animals. I'm going to get me a few more cats, a couple more dogs, and maybe, if I'm lucky, a Highlander cow, which I've been dying to get one of those big old fuzzy monsters. Hey, look, you got a little beard. That's so cool. You kind of seen the color. 50%. This will not. At 100%, this thing is going to be breathtaking. Now, mind you, this will not be on the Black Series. This is going to be a whole new company I'm going to be working on. Black Series is not going anywhere. Crystal Beach is not going anywhere. We're keeping them. But this right here is going to be a whole nother company. Because I don't want the screen paints and physical screens being mixed up. Wait till you see what we have in store for the gamers. Man, because I'm a huge gamer myself, there's going to be all kinds of cool stuff we're going to be hooking up. Different options. Mind you, this is a customized, probably plexiglass. We're probably going to use plexiglass on the side yet. Surface. So this means that we could basically have options of installing speakers, embedded in LED lights, all kinds of stuff. All right, so time runs out. I'm going to do that glow demonstration. I like that one the most. AK Desired Nature.
Getting that from YouTube.
Oh, I like this demonstration so much.
This is the official starting line of your Go the Distance 5K program.
I got an interesting demonstration I'm going to do next. I'll be back. Hope you enjoy and God bless.